The legal battle between Harvard University and U.S. President Donald Trump's administration is becoming ever more entangled. The Ivy League university has urged a federal judge to unfreeze $2.5 billion in funding, blocked by the White House. It calls the block illegal and a violation of free speech and regulatory rights. Harvard has requested a summary judgment that is for the district judge to decide a case without trial. The move aims to help speed up the university's lawsuit filed against the Trump administration in April. Harvard says it has received some 957 orders since then to cut research funding. The U.S. leader has attempted to enforce sweeping changes to the country's oldest university, claiming it has been captured by leftist ideologies and is a breeding ground for anti-Semitism. And when we're joined by Toni Waterman live from Harvard University. Toni, freezing this funding, it will hit many quarters on many fronts. And some of this we'll only know as time plays out. What has Harvard warned about the most immediate threat coming from this freezing of the funding?
Well, in this new court filing, lawyers for Harvard University painted a pretty bleak picture of what the institution's future may look like if these grants are not unfrozen. They said that research would be stymied, that researchers would not just leave the university, but leave the United States, and that labs would be shuttered. A lot of this money goes towards stuff like looking for cures for cancer or quantum computing and climate change. And these Harvard lawyers argue that without that funding, this could lead and jeopardize our national security and public health. Now, when Donald Trump froze that $2.5 billion earlier this year, he laid out a number of reasons why he was doing so, claiming that the university uses racial discrimination in its hiring and enrollment processes, and also that it's allowed anti-Semitism to flourish on campus. These are accusations that Harvard has vehemently denied, but in its own internal investigation, it did find that Jewish and Muslim students face discrimination on campus. What they're saying is that freezing this research funding that goes towards trying to find cures for cancer does not actually address that problem. And what they actually believe is happening is that this is an attempt by conservatives who have long seen these elite universities like Harvard as these incubators for liberal ideas. They believe that they are trying to change that, to make them more aligned with conservative values. And really, for a lot of people here in Harvard Square and in the surrounding areas, they see this as a message to other universities and colleges across the country that if the government can go after Harvard, which is the most prestigious and wealthiest university in the United States, then they aren't safe either.
Toni, you are pointing at Harvard Square. I take it you have had the chance to speak to students and professors there. What are their concerns?
Well, you know, it's been very difficult to get students and professors to speak on camera. A lot of them are very concerned about what the repercussions may be, particularly foreign students, because part of these attacks on Harvard from the administration have included trying to bar the university from enrolling international students. The administration also says that it's going to aggressively revoke the visas of certain Chinese students that are found to have connections to the Communist Party or are studying in crucial fields. So they're very apprehensive. I did speak to one Asian student. He doesn't attend Harvard. He actually attends MIT, which is just around the corner. And even though the administration has not targeted MIT, he said students and professors there and researchers are in an absolute state of panic. They do not know what's going to happen. They do not know if they are going to be next, whether or not students are going to be able to enroll in the forthcoming school year. There is also this entire ecosystem that has been built around foreign students here in the United States, more than 1 million of them studying at universities across the country. They contribute $44 billion to the economy. So there's a lot of concern among businesses that if that revenue stream dries up, that their futures could also be quite catastrophic.
Thanks, Toni Waterman there reporting live from Harvard University.